Alright, so I apologize for my hair being up. I don't think you can really tell. I'm not completely hairless, but I thought that I'd do this quick book haul, which I don't know how quick it's going to be. I kind of have a few books here to show you, because I've been meaning to film a haul on a few of these books, but I've just been so busy with school, and I'm not even on break yet. But I really wanted to get this video going, so I thought I'd just start. This is in no particular order, but I'm going to switch some things for the end because I loved them. The book that was mandatory for us to read was Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse, and this is $5.99 and it is this thick. This book is basically just about a man's journey and Buddhism. I wasn't a huge fan. This is definitely not my genre, but it was mandatory, so I hate opening it up with that, but that was the one on the top. This one is Torment by Lauren Kate. I did not just get this. A friend just returned it to me. This review is not turning out, or this haul isn't turning out so well. Alright, here's a good one. This is Silence by Becca Fitzpatrick, and this is the third one in the Hush Hush saga. And this is $18.99 hardcover and is this thick. I have these two books right here, and my best friend's mother was so kind. She was the one who purchased these books for me. This is called The Unwritten Rule by Elizabeth Scott and Something Like Fate by Susane Colasanti, and I read both of these books. This one is $9.99 and it's paperback. This one's $8.99 and paperback and is that thick. Now, funny how these books both have the same storyline. The Unwritten Rule is you don't like your best friend's boyfriend. And then Something Like Fate, if you can't tell, there's the girl, there's the guy, they're holding hands, and then there's his girlfriend. They're best friends. Now, that's the same thing in this book. Now, I'm not saying that every story is, like, not gonna ever copy what the other one is saying. Like, I did not like any of these two books very much. I mean, they weren't horrible, but I would not reread these books. That's all I have to say. But like I said, I'm not really reviewing these books. This is really mainly a haul. So this next one is called City of Ashes by Cassandra, Clare, and this is book 2 in the Immortal Instrument series. And this is originally $10.99, but I got this at Barnes & Noble, so I got it for an extra 50% off and an extra 10 since I'm a member. And all of the books that I've gotten here so far are from Barnes & Noble. It's about this thick. And then I picked up Matched by Condie, and this one is $9.99, and it's this thick. I don't really know why I picked this up. I think I heard a really good review about it, but nonetheless, if it's bad, or I mean, not if it's bad, if I don't really know anything about it, I'll still read it. It's just I'm not in the mood to read books like this right now. I forgot to grab 3 books. Whoopsie. I have to grab a couple more books, because they're in my backpack, and one is up. Alright, so I only have 2 out of the 3 books that I forgot to grab, but the one that I forgot to grab is Delerium by Lauren Oliver. I have not read that yet, but I'm sure you guys have all heard of it. Sorry, my throat's giving out. And then another 2 books that I got, Shiver by Maggie can't pronounce that name. And this is $9.99 in the US and is this thick. By the way, I live in the U.S., so all these book prices are in U.S. dollars. And then Unearthly by Cynthia, and this book is $8.99 and is this thick. Now, I'm going to read this one. I'm already a little bit into the book, just a little bit. Alright, now I only have a few more books to go through. This is called Halo by Alexandra Adornetto. I don't even think I'm pronouncing her last name right, but this is $9.99 paperback and is about this thick. And I really, really love this book. And she came out with Hades recently. And this is, again, by Alexandra Adornetto. But, of course, this is hardcover since it's pretty new. And this is $17.99 in the U.S. Then, the reason I'm going to share with you the first one, even though I didn't get it recently, is because I got the second one. But the second one is with my friend. So, this is Born at I did a great job pronouncing all that, and then I just completely screwed it up. So, this is called Born at Midnight by C.C. Hunter, and it's a Shadow Falls novel. This is $9.99, did I mention that? And is this thick? This has got to be one of my favorite paranormally romances, and the reason I love it so much is because I loved the first one, and I love the second one just as much. And every chapter that you finish with leaves you wanting more, especially with her relationship with Guy. I just cannot. I love it. And if you have a problem with, like, first person writing because you feel like trapped in the book or you don't like being the character, then don't worry because this one isn't first person. But personally, I like first person. But this book is so good. Please, please, please pick it up. Read this book. It's so good. And then my favorite book of all time are just like contemporary YA. I wish this was my life. I'm not even kidding. That's what I thought the whole entire time I was reading it. And then when I convinced my best friend to read this, that's what she kept saying. This is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. You have probably heard all about this if you're on YouTube looking up books. But if you haven't, you're going to fall in love with this book if you love YA, contemporary books. This is $9.99 paperback, and it's this thick. I literally could not put this book down. After maybe like the first barely 20 pages, I was hooked. I could not stop reading this, and it was so bad because I started it on Saturday and read it throughout the whole Sunday, and I didn't get any of my homework done. That's how good it was. And the cover I was never a huge fan of, and then my best friend pointed it out how little kiddish it looked because it looks corny, which it kind of is at some parts, but it's so cleverly Stephanie Perkins is now one of my favorite writers, right next to Lauren Barnholt and Sarah Dessen. I mean, I haven't changed my favorite book since Two-Way Street by Lauren Barnholt in the 7th grade. That was my favorite book. Now, oh my goodness, this is so good. And I'm just raving about it, but I don't have a review for it because I can't do reviews. That's why I stick to hauls. And if you find a bad review, just try reading the book. Okay, and if you don't like it still, then I'm sorry you wasted your time. But, I mean, I really, really liked it. And at first I wasn't going to read it, but then someone convinced me to. And, oh, it's so good. And then another book by her is called Lola and the Boy Next Door. And this one came out after Anna and the French Kiss. As you can tell, it's a hardcover. And this one, since it's hardcover, is $16.99. Even though this came out after Anna and the French Kiss, she wrote this before the book. I just saw it in an interview. This book, I don't have much to rave about. It was good. Like, I still, got giddy at some parts. But it wasn't as adventurous as Anna and the French Kiss. Because after reading this, I was like, gotta pick up another book by her. Gotta pick up another book. So I picked up this one. And I think I should have read this one first and then this one. Or maybe, I don't know. But ever since I've read this book, no book has been as good since. And that's how I felt about Two-Way Street by Lauren Barnholt. And now I don't even want to reread that book because I'm scared that my love for that book will kind of fade, even though I still really, really love it. That is pretty much the end of my haul. I've really got to get started on my homework. It's already 9 o'clock, and I still have to go take a shower and get this hair in a ponytail cleaned up. So yeah, sorry for the messy background, and I'm going to edit this right now so I can upload this, hopefully. If I don't, I'll do it in the morning really early because tomorrow's a late start at our school. And I'm so excited for winter break, but I still got to go to school. So I got a book light. When I got Anna and the French Kiss. It's pretty, it's neat. It's nifty. But I'm not a big fan of this thing right here because it slides out. I want to know how it works and just go like this. And if you're worried about constantly changing the page and then it being stuck, what I did was I skipped a few pages over. Oh, in Anna and the French Kiss, I folded some of my favorite pages. Page 339 is one of my favorites because when Josh, this isn't any spoiler or anything, because when Josh enters, that's one of my favorite parts because it's so funny, it's random. I know I have a favorite page before that. It's my most favorite pages of all. 179, when he's like, would it be weird, just from then on out. I know you're probably thinking I'm rambling now, but if you watch back at this video and you look at the pages after you read the book and you're like, oh, I understand now, those are my favorite parts. Okay, well, that's it. This is the real goodbye, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I can't wait to put more videos up. I don't really know what else to do. I'm sucky with reviews. I've tried before. They're just a pain in the ass to edit because I'm always like, and this happened, and then, oh, insert clip to this part. It's irritating, so, yeah, bye, guys.